No, she got it lit. Hot girl, summer city. No, she got it lit.
Look, handle me? Who gon' handle me? Thinking he's a player, he's a member on the team.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Simply My G, and we are back with another video. First things first, thank you guys for staying tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and just join the family. So let's get straight into this video. Today I am going to be doing a follow-up video to my video that I posted where I did a curly hair review over Big O Bundlez. If you have not watched that video already, make sure you click the link in the bio and you watch now so you can see my initial review. So this is going to be a 1 month post view, guys. So I've had this hair in my head for about a month, maybe actually a little bit longer, because I actually got it done right before we went on lockdown and quarantine. I believe that was in March. So yeah, it's been a little bit over a month that I've been able to wear this hair, test it out, and be able to come to you guys with the tea, with the tips, and just let you know all the ins and outs about this hair. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so let's start with the pros. So the pros of this hair, obviously, it's really pretty. It's super soft. I actually really like this hair, and it's very full. I actually did get 4 bundles of this hair. I initially got the hair a little bit longer, but I ended up cutting it because, like I mentioned in my previous video, with curly hair, it can start to get very choppy if you get lengths that are, I wouldn't say far apart, but it can still look very choppy just because of how tight the curls are. So in order to form it and fit it to your actual face, sometimes you will have to cut an inch or 2 off the hair just to make it fit on your face very properly. So pro number 1, it's very pretty. Pro number 2 is the lengths were very true to what they actually advertised. The bundles were very full, and the length was actually the length that it said that it was. So I think I got an 18, a 20, a 22. No, I think I got a 16, an 18, a 20, and a 22. So all of them were actually the correct lengths. Whenever doing a length check, you know, you always want to stretch out the hair. But again, I did cut the hair, so obviously the lengths look a little bit different, but they were true to size. They were the actual lengths that they have posted on their website. They did not short me or anything like that. So that was very awesome. Pro number 3 was that the hair did not have a harsh smell, which in my case makes me believe that the hair was not processed. So that's a very great thing. That is something to look for whenever you are getting the hair. It is a very easy quick fix. Is if the hair does have a very harsh smell, you can wash and condition the hair before actually installing it. A lot of people usually do that anyway, just because hair comes from all over the world. So just washing it before you put it in your hair just tends to make people feel a little bit better. So if you want to do that, you can do that anyway. If you don't, I'm not judging you, sis. I don't do it all the time, so don't worry about that. But that's also a pro. Another pro was the shipping. Now, I was a little bit worried because they do have a disclaimer on their website that if you order during the sale, it can typically take about 2 to 3 weeks. But this hair actually came in a week's time, guys. That made me so happy because I was able to book my appointment because I knew exactly when my hair was coming, and I did not have to wait a very long time. So that was very awesome because, you know, whenever you're ordering hair, you're usually looking to get your hair done in the next week or 2. You're not really looking for that long period of having to wait for your hair, and then, you know, just being excited. You want to see the hair, feel it, put it in, all that good stuff. So don't worry about that. The shipping was super fast. And the packaging, I actually love the packaging. It came in a box, and it was in its own individual clear packaging. I love that because it also made for the hair, it just felt like it was fresh. It didn't feel like they were just giving me any old hair that was in the back that's been in the stock room for weeks upon weeks. So guys, that was also a very awesome thing. And then another pro is that whenever I wash this hair, it bounces back. Like, I absolutely love that. A lot of people will put their hair through the test of actually straightening their curly hair. They will make it very bone straight, and then they will wash it and condition it to see if it will bounce back. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't do stuff like that. If I want straight hair, I will order straight hair, or I will order body wave hair. I personally believe that it damages the curls. Even if it bounces back, I personally feel like it damages curls for you to get really kinky curly hair like this and to straighten it. And it does that with natural hair as well. So I think that's pretty much it for pros. I was trying to think. I know something will come to me a little bit later in the video, so I'll let you guys know if I think of another pro. But let's jump head first into the cons. Okay, so when I first got the hair, something my stylist actually pointed out was that it looked as if the company sent me 4 different bundles. And let me explain. So if you look here, this looks wavy, correct? And if you look here, this looks curly, correct? So the hair is advertised as curly, wavy hair. But what it looks like they did was sent me 2 bundles of wavy and 2 bundles of curly. Now the reason why that is conflicting is because when you do wet it, or when it does start to dry out like right now, you have this clear distinction of, oh, here's the wavy, here's the curly. And it can be a little off-putting. Like, it doesn't bother me because as long as you keep the hair well moisturized, you can't really tell the distinction. But as you move throughout your day, you will notice that your hair starts to get drier naturally because it's curly hair. You have to keep it very moisturized, and throughout the day it's just gonna happen. But it doesn't get desert dry. Like, you're not gonna be touching your hair like, oh my god, this is so dry. But you know, it's just, it starts to get dry, and then you start to see those different patterns. And so that was kind of off-putting because my stylist is installing it and she's like, it's pretty hair, but you know, I think they sent you 2 curly bundles and 2 wavy bundles. So that was one con, because I was just kind of like, you know, if it's curly wavy naturally, then it should do that on its own. But it kind of looked like you guys just sent me 2 different types of textures of hair. So that was one con. Another con is, now that I'm actually wearing the hair longer and it's getting its wear and its tear, I'm starting to notice a lot more shedding, guys. Like, sometimes I can just do this to my hair and I'm pulling out hair. Like, it didn't do it right now because I literally just moisturized it a little bit ago and it's starting to dry up, but it's not doing it. But when I go in to kind of detangle my hair, I will notice that I have a lot more hair. I'm noticing a lot more hair in the drains when I'm washing it, things like that. But it's still not super excessive. I'm not getting clumps of hair. I'm just noticing a lot more than I did 2 weeks ago. So that's definitely something to watch out for. Another con is that it's starting to get a lot more frizzy. So I naturally already have frizzy hair, so I was already buying more products from Cantu to try to keep the frizz down. But what I am noticing is that that's not really working all too well. So like, even right now, it's pretty much drying out. But as you can see, that other looking bundle is still looking pretty moisturized and pretty good. So that's kind of making me feel like I wish I would have just gotten the wavy hair over the curly, because as you can see, like, it's just getting super frizzy and it dries out really fast. Again, it's not desert dry, but that is starting to bother me because I don't understand it, and I really want it to look good. Overall, I still feel like it's really good hair. I actually really like their brand. I really like their company. If you are in New York, I believe they are a New York based company. They deliver on hand in company, and they deliver on hand in New Jersey, guys. So if you are, I still would recommend the hair. That's the overall picture. Even with the cons, I feel like the pros outweigh the cons as far as the looks, the feel, and the texture. I still feel like the pros outweigh it. I just kind of feel like there was a slight bit of dishonesty as far as what hair I actually got. Maybe that's why it came so fast. I don't know. I'm just kidding, guys. But again, overall, I would recommend this hair. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate it a 7. I've had their body wave before. I would rate that definitely a 10, and I see a lot of people wearing their straight hair, so I would give it a 10. But just because of the clear distinction between the two bundles, I'm gonna have to give it a 7, just because I don't know, I really don't like that. I felt like if it's curly wavy, it should have been that through and through on each bundle. So definitely that's my kind of problem with it overall. But again, still really like the hair, but you know, everything has its cons. So if you do decide to order it, awesome. I do not think you will be disappointed. If you do decide to get the curly wavy, just be aware of what I'm saying, because you probably will more than likely get the same thing. Also, guys, this is not a sponsored video. I paid cash money for this hair, guys. And if you do want to see more of these videos, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know overall what you want to see more of me what you want to see me do more of, and I will be sure to deliver that content to you guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We are on the road to 1K followers, so make sure you stay tuned and be ready for the next video. Bye.
No, she got it lit. Hot girl, summer seat. No, she got it lit.
Look, handle me? Who gon' handle me? Thinking he's a player, he's a member on the